all right. Party people in the place to be, vandals, and all the people that might be having weather as bad as me. This is a brand new episode of How'd We Get Here? And tonight, man, I am really excited to have this guest. He is kind of very much inspirational for me to like get back into like even thinking about doing my own comics. I'm very pleased to have this person here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself. But how are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing great. Pleasure to be here. That intro was beautiful. It got me so pumped up to talk about my own books. I can't wait.
Yeah. That's what we're here for, man.
Yeah, no,
or whatever the hell you want to talk about.
Right, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, thanks for having me, fellas. This is awesome.
Yeah, so as you can see, we have Mahdi Khene here, and he's the founder, creator of Zuperhero Comics, which is has been growing since you started getting into comics pretty seriously during the pandemic because of life issues,
I mean, life issues.
Yeah, because you were trying. Well, you were doing the hustle of the music scene and all that, right. And because of the pandemic, it shut down. You're like,
Well, I traded issues for comic issues. I think that's what I did.
Yeah, man. One passion for another.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's kind of when I discovered you was during maybe the tail end of the pandemic.
Sure.
Your bootleg Spider-Man came out. And It kind of caught fire a little bit on socials and stuff. People were like, "Oh, have you checked this out? Have you checked this out?" And I was like, "Oh, what the hell?"
Boy, Adrian was really, really honest about checking it out. Like he was really a strong proponent.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's how I first. So then I started following you, and you're a good follow on Instagram, like I said. So if anyone wants, go follow Mahdi Khene on Instagram. You post a lot. I love your little promo posters or
sure, yeah,
or things. I love how you do the process with it, like
yeah.
And if you scroll sideways, you'll show the process, like you in your like dressed up, and the background pictures you use, and how it's great. I love it.
Thanks, that's awesome. Yeah, a little sneak peek into the creative process.
Yeah. If ever, man, you do posters for gigs for stuff like that, but I mean, you probably did a lot of your own stuff, right? When you're doing music, like your own gig posters and stuff like that.
I did, but not to this extent. I hadn't really picked up a pencil in a while when I was gigging, when I was doing music. I was kind of like I was more into making my own guitars and technical stuff and audio engineering and stuff. And then it's really only in the pandemic that I picked up drawing again.
Man. So making guitars, making comics, making music, fuck.
Just making.
Man, there's nothing can stop you, man. You're just a creative person just doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
So, like, as somebody that's just recently dived into your body of work, I gotta wonder which one actually came first. Did you do like the books like Zuperhero at the beginning and Zazul before Steel Streets, or did like those come afterwards?
Yeah, that Zuperhero at the beginning was the first one I had actually done.
Okay.
And you can kind of on the inside cover page on the indicia, there's always the like the publication date and everything, but you can see the art style sort of evolve and change as I keep going. And the way I because I wanted to do comic books and I wanted to make it, and the way I got past that kind of hurdle of having my art not quite be where I wanted it to be, the concept became that each book was a different genre and supposed to be different from each other. And so Zuperhero at the beginning was my underground, as if like a teenager had drawn it, and Black and Red was the noir comic, and Zalul was horror. So I got to get away with kind of not having my skills exactly where I needed them to be. But then after a while, it kind of became I think a charming quirk. I look back at the old work and sometimes I cringe, but sometimes I'm like, oh, good effort, Mahdi, good effort.
That's what I was going to ask. You're not going to be one of these guys that goes back and like redraws Zuperhero at the beginning, are you?
I don't think so. No, I don't think I could insult younger Mahdi that way, I would feel bad myself if
But yeah, without knowing, I kind of, when I got my delivery of your books, I kind of read them in order on accident, because I read Red and Black first, then Zuperhero, then Shovel Man, and then I got
cutting out.
Yeah. Oh, am I cutting out?
Oh yeah, but you're back now. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
But you were saying you read them in order.
On accident, yeah. But
No, but that's great. That's exactly what I was hoping, because I think that kind of it kind of throws you into the actual mythos, and I think it's the best way to read the books, even though they come out of order. So Black and Red came out after Zuperhero the Beginning. They take place before, so it's fun to actually get it all in one go and read it all in order, I think.
Mhm.
yeah. Definitely. And yeah, I really enjoy like everything of yours that I've gotten into so far.
Oh, thanks, man.
I still got to get Lost at Land. That's like the one
Oh.
story of yours that I didn't get anything of yet.
Oh, that's a funny one.
I have a quick question for you concerning the books. There's the what's it called, Johnny? The flip book?
Record Store Rendezvous.
Record Store
Yes.
Rendezvous sold out. I think Johnny snagged the last copy.
Oh, no way. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I saw it sold out. I was gonna maybe put an order in to get that because you don't have it
Right.
as a PDF. Do you reprint a lot of these books, or once they're sold out, they're sold out?
No, it depends. If there's a little demand for it, I generally put them back in print. Yeah, no problem. That one, I don't have it as a digital download just because it needs to be physical. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a flip book. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That one I actually did with Jonathan Marks, the artist from Punk Slim that you guys talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a Punk Slim story, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's how they met. It's
Exactly.
funny enough. We could talk about it's something that Johnny and I were working on. It's just funny that we were talking about doing an Ashcan that was a flip book. Then he's like, "Yo, I bought this book and it's a flip book like we were talking about." And I was like, "No shit." I was like, "That's fuck." Now we're gonna look like we copied Maddie, man.
No, I didn't invent anything, man.
Yeah.
No, that's so funny. That's great.
Yeah. So that's cool. If you reprint stuff, then I'll snag that eventually.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it won't stay out of print for too long. Probably.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I know some creators are like, "Oh no, once I do one run and once it's done, it's done." And
no,
but
I like to make people happy,
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome.
If it's within my power, why not?
Well, I think most of the issues I got are reprints. Like the Zuperhero, the beginning I got, I think is like a second or third print. So, and I think Black and Red has been reprinted a couple of times.
Bootleg Spider-Man, I think, is on
fourth. Yeah, fourth printing. Yeah.
Fourth printing.
Yeah. That one was a funny book just because it was a palette cleanser that I did. I was working on Steel Streets issue 4, and I was kind of blocked in my story, and to kind of have fun, I just made this 20-page comic in like 4 or 5 days, and then it ended up being this like the thing I'm I think most known for, which is so you never know like what's gonna happen. It's just kind of like the moral of the story is just have fun, I guess.
Yeah. Your big longest running title is Steel Streets.
Yes.
Yeah, and I like I said, I go on the internet and I ran into something optic binding.
Optic binding, yeah.
What a job that guy did with your books, man.
Yes, actually, I have it right here.
It's so beautiful with the slipcase on top of that, dude. This guy knows how to get me.
I mean, check this out. He's a talented bookbinder.
Yeah,
get it up.
Yeah,
and he did me the honor of binding so far the 10 books of Steel Streets
that were out at the time. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
that is awesome. I saw that and I was like, oh my god, he did such a beautiful job with it.
Beautiful, and the slipcase cover is just amazing. This is one of my most prized possessions. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Are you thinking of putting together a collected edition of Steel Streets or anything like that?
I am, yeah. I want to because I just finished issue 10 the other day. I just finished drawing that.
Which is a two-parter, right?
Yeah, it's one issue, but 2 books.
Yeah.
This is all the original art for that one.
Okay, awesome.
So this is fun. And this one, now there's going to be 12 books of Steel Streets, and so I have probably enough material for 3
trades.
3 trades. Yeah, so I'm thinking about that, of kind of doing that. But I want to.
1 through 4 would make a really good trade because that's where I left off, and I'm like, well, damn, that's like a perfect like trade stopping point. And
Yeah, and issue 8 is also like the arc thing, and then 9 and 10, I guess, is the big kind of finale. But I want to show you guys the covers for issue 10. I decided to do 2 wraparounds that kind of
that connect.
Yeah, so there's the original art for that.
That is awesome, man.
yeah.
So that's basically front and back of 2 issues.
Yeah, so this is issue 10.
10, yeah.
Point 1. That's
Part
the back.
1, yeah.
This is issue 10. Yeah. So this is the front and back of one, and then front and back of the other.
Of the other, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome, man.
You get a fun little collector's thing.
That would make a rad poster too. Just like have that fold out and just
make prints. Yeah, man. When you go to cons and stuff, prints, poster size prints of the issue 10 cover.
I think so.
Sell those as prints, man. That'd be a hot item, probably.
11 by 17s, I think, are going to be shipped out with the first for people who pre-ordered the
issue 10.
The issue, yeah, they'll get it. They'll get a nice print. Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming. That's coming out soon, eh?
It's going to the printers this week.
This week.
Yeah.
How long does that take usually at the printers?
Not long. I work with a printer called Fireball Printing, and they work fast, man. They do sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes week and a half turnaround. It's really amazing. Yeah, they're great. Yeah.
So we're digging into all these comics that you're doing, and if people want to go find it, they could go to Zuperhero Comics. Is it .com?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they could go to ZuperheroComics.com. You can find all these books there. I mean,
you could get the first 2 Steel Streets for free PDF. Are you still doing that?
It's still going on. Yeah.
So if you want to sample Steel Streets, you could get a digital download for issues 1 and 2 and try that out. And
it's so much fun. I highly recommend it. Anybody like our age that like wants a nice retro dose that's not just member berries, there's actually something new to it at the same time.
Right.
Like definitely check this out. Like Steel Streets is so much fun. I've only kind of just dipped my toe into it personally. I said I only read like the first arc's worth of it.
Sure.
But I'm hooked. I really enjoy this.
That's amazing. That's amazing to hear.
Is it going to wrap up at the 10th issue, or is this kind of just like a big
It's kind of the equivalent, when a TV show does like an hour-long episode, and you're like, what's going on? It's kind of a special event type thing, but I don't think it's over. No, I think it's because actually Zuperhero Comics Presents and Steel Streets, it's all one big world.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And lately, with the last issues of Steel Streets, and Zuperhero Comics Presents, you're starting to see a lot more overlap.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's going to be some characters from the other series that come in and stuff like that. So it's getting a little. Everything's imploding on itself in a fun way.
Also, in one of the books we've covered previously is actually a book that takes place after Steel Streets too, right? Creep, Sneak, Kill is the generation after.
Exactly.
With the mutation. So I kind of already have a groundwork for the future of like where you're going to take Hellbed and everything, right?
Exactly. And the second issue of that is actually going to come out. The artist just started working on it, I think.
Okay.
So that's going to be we're going to get there's a whole new generation, a whole new line of stories that are going to come out that's going to hopefully be fun.
When do we find out who the Almighty is? The lizard guy with the horns. That's like really kind of in the back of my mind because of where I'm at and everything. Like it's kind of hinted at.
I mean, they are ever present in all the issues, but we have yet to know kind of what is their grand purpose or what their actual motive is. We know if you read some of the Zuperhero Comics Presents books, especially the Tales from the Cosmos, you'll get to know them. You'll get to see that kind of the connections and stuff. And then you'll see that, maybe is it the same? A lot of questions should arise. I like to give the readers more and more questions, never answers.
Yeah, because you have, how many books do you have in the lineup now at Zuperhero? You must have a good 20 titles.
Oh, like issues?
Like issues, like because you have 10 for Steel Streets, Zuperhero.
I think it's around 12 or 13.
12, yeah. So you must have, you have well over 20 then.
Yeah,
Now you
with all
have
the
Punk
mini comics.
Slam, Punk Slam,
Yeah.
and the bootlegs.
Oh, for the whole catalog? Yeah, probably in the 30s or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so if people want to dig in, they have a lot they can dig into.
Oh, they don't have the time for it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, there's quite a bit of work to kind of
I
dip your toe in.
think I saw on the site you have starter packs too, right? That you put
Yes.
together for people. Yeah.
Because I wanted to. For me personally, when I see an artist has a lot of work, it's almost daunting to get into. You don't know where to start. So I thought I'd make these little packs to kind of give you, if you want to start there, you get a print, you get a cool thing, you get some issues to kind of dip your toe in for a reasonable price. You get a nice little package, to kind of get you in,
Yeah, the Steel Street one, it comes with issues 1 and 2 and Chimera Chronicles, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which, I mean, Chimera Chronicles, like, I would say, like, if you don't know anything about superhero comics, just kind of pick this one up. It's a what-if tale, but, like, it really kind of sets the tone. It's got this really kind of charming, like, Lobster Johnson-esque, Mignola-verse feel to it. And
absolutely.
And it just nails what it's going for. Like, I would say, like, as just, like, if you really needed a starting place, I would say get Chimera Chronicles #1.
That's awesome. I agree with you, man. Because it's and funny you mentioned Mignola, because I had in New York there was a exhibition at the Philippe Le Bon Gallery of Mignola's work, and after I saw that, that's when I went home and I got so inspired that I wanted to make a Mignola-esque issue of Steel Streets. That's why it's World War II. That's why it's so heavy blacks and everything. And I think there's that's the cover over there. Okay. It was just my way of just splatting black on it. There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Just making it boom, 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 just to see how it kind of goes.
Yeah.
I wanted to give
one
it
of your most metal covers too. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So, Hiroshi, like, are you ever going to give him a superhero name? Like, I was kind of like, I was just wondering for them to, like, start calling him Frogman or something, but, like, it never really, like, comes. Like,
yeah, I tend to let the inspiration has to come naturally. So I never thought of their names. Of kind of the only time I gave someone superhero names is in the issue The Radicals.
Okay.
Where it's almost not making fun of it, but kind of like spoofing it in a way. It's people who they're anti-vigilante vigilantes, so they give themselves their names to be like, we have to be them to beat them, And so to kind of get Hiroshi, I don't know why he just maybe I hope he gets a name.
Cool.
Yeah,
I enjoy it at the same time, like, I mean, like, when I'm reading it, like, people are like, well, what's the guy called? I'm like, I don't really know.
It's just Hiroshi. It's just his name.
Yeah.
Steel Streets is the name of the program that, like, he came out of.
Yeah.
So, like,
I'm still trying to get it, but who knows? Maybe there'll be a team.
He's related to Shovel Man, right? Or, like, his origin story is tied to Shovel Man, right?
Spoiler alert, man. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, which I thought was really cool when I got into Steel Streets, because I thought that Shovel Man was just going to be some weird off thing you did on its own, but, like, when I realized that, like, oh man, this guy's, because, like, he's one of my favorites at the same time, when I'm like, okay, he's going to come back and actually be part of Steel Streets. That's awesome.
Oh, thanks, man.
Costume update you giving him, and stuff I think for issue 10 with the red and black looks awesome, dude.
Yeah, I wanted to give him a little more of a, because me too. I like the character a lot, and he gives an origin to the other characters in Steel Streets. But what I like about storytelling is that sometimes the narrator isn't very reliable, and so you can tell that he told them a origin story that wasn't quite true. And so we don't really know his true origin until later on. And then there's going to be even a book called Shovel Man Origins.
Okay.
Where we're going to get a big, past story with him, and there's going to be the whole, the whole thing.
Right on.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's so cool.
And I got to get the second book for Zuperhero, but, like, yeah, I really want to find out what's going on with Z and, like, how he's tied up with the Almighty, because, like, I don't know if he's, like, got a tragic hero, or if, like, it's going to turn out okay for him with, like, his blackout spots. You know what I mean? Like you weaved a pretty interesting little world. You know what I mean? Honestly.
Oh, thanks, dude. It's unfortunately I feel like in the Zuperverse, it's all tragedy, man. It's like poor Hiroshi. I have yet to give him I feel like every issue I want him to overcome, but he just keeps getting battered down every issue. I just can't help myself.
Yeah, I think right in the first 2 issues that you can read for free. Like,
yeah,
what is it? The first 3 pages, he gets
he gets shot.
he gets shot. Yeah, that's it. So
yeah, he just has a piece of paper. He's a little brain dead from the experiments. Doesn't know what to do.
Yeah. With his catchphrase makes me think of RoboCop so much. So,
absolutely. The Seal Streets actually started out. It was supposed to be just a one-off zine.
Yeah.
It was going to be just I was inspired by I had learned about the black and white boom of 1986.
Yep.
And I was super inspired by that, super interested. So I started looking it up. And then I thought about the movies that were coming out. So I wanted to do a zine kind of homaging that with the fake ads and everything.
Yeah.
And when I finished that zine, I was like, wait, there might be something here in terms of the character. And so that's when I weaved it into kind of to homage the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, in the crazy Zuper mind, I wanted to kind of pass the torch or just take the torch, where there was Frank Miller, Daredevil, Ronin, and then in the 80s, the Ninja Turtles came around and homaged them, Master Stick, Master Splinter, and I was like, what if I had Master Plank? And I kind of continue the tradition a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I like that reveal too in the comic. That's pretty funny. Because he has like a very defined mark on his face.
Yeah.
And then when you see it, it's like the knot in the board. That was beautiful. I love that. I was like, just a small, funny little attention.
That's all you need.
Yeah. It was great. I got a good chuckle out of that.
It's crazy, but it takes itself seriously too. It's a funny. It's like a weird combination that Steel Street.
And the character, I played a video game a while back called Death Spank from a while back, and he makes me like Hirisho, like just the way he acts and how you say he's like a little off, you know?
Oh yeah.
And that character, it makes me think of that as well.
Oh man, yeah.
And the design of him and everything, his build, his body type.
Sure.
It's all the same, so it's just it's great. Yeah.
That's it. I gotta check that out. What is it called again? Death Spank?
Death Spank. Yeah.
Death Spank. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it came out when, what was it? The PlayStation 3?
Okay, cool.
Era, so like maybe 10, 15 years old. That game.
Okay.
So,
Okay, sweet. I'll check that out. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's offbeat. It's very steeped in like raunchy humor and stuff like that too.
I figured with the name, yeah.
Yeah. So
that's so cool.
Yeah.
No, it's awesome. It's fun to hear you guys talk about the actual universe and everything. It also gives me some insight as to what I should pursue story-wise. You know, it's always interesting to hear what the people are actually grabbing onto.
You get a little hint too in the Punk Slim,
right?
That there's some big battle.
Oh
when they go through time, you see the big battle with all the characters. That one splash page,
right?
That's a great way to see all the different characters. Yeah,
Jonathan did a crazy, amazing job. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. That's only half of it. I don't know how to do the thing like Joe was saying. Like,
okay.
But
I had those pages. I might still have them in a folder. I could go find it.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Like, I like how Jonathan, like, he kept his art within the same realm of your books, though. You know what I mean? He didn't try to go too crazy. Didn't try to go too mainstream. I love how he kept it very
it's authentic to him.
Epic Comics from 1987, like what you were going for, pretty much. You know.
Right. I mean, that's where Johnny and I sort of get into our groove, you know, because Jonathan is a master painter. You know, his work on Bear Pirate Viking Queen is painterly and expressive and abstract and everything. And my stuff is very comics with an X. You know, it kind of it's a dude on the bus drawing comics. And so when the two worlds melt, it's kind of he adjusts his style too, and he has fun with it, and he ink slings and he throws it, and it ends up being this nice meshing of his two worlds. Yeah, there you go. I mean, you can see it right there.
Yeah,
because you still see his painterly quality in his in the way he moves the figures and all these things. But then it's still comics, you know.
Yeah.
So you're planning like a big crossover event at some point. You're gonna have your
Oh yeah.
end game, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. Just snap it, and that's it. I'm gonna make it so that when you finish that book, it bursts into flames, and then
It's got like a little
yeah,
like the Mission Impossible type thing.
exactly.
This comic will self-destruct.
Exactly.
You'll sell
Oh,
more
but yeah.
copies that way. People
Oh
will buy
man.
them and not open them just so it doesn't burn up.
Yes,
you know?
yeah. I'll have to tell people it'll burn up so that they don't actually open it.
And then
Oh,
like you do put like fake ads, but you put real ones too. And I gotta ask, is this still coming? This black and red French style of
Le
book?
crime ne dort jamais. That's for my Quebecer friend over here. I mean, it could be. I like to whenever I have an idea and I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do it or not, it turns into an ad, and I can always go back to it, and it always ends up being this idea that it already exists now. So whether I do it or not, it depends on the time or the not the interest, but like the I don't know, the relevance of it, you know. So it could still happen. I would love to do a BD style, like bande dessinée style comic. I still have to do that. I was planning on doing that with the Lightman, the Italian book, but then I discovered pocket Italian books, and so that changed everything there.
That's
Originally,
that's like a 2-panel, right? It's 2 panels per page.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because originally I was going to make the Lightman a bande dessinée style book, so it was going to be the big format with the 4-tier panels and classic colors and everything. But then when I discovered the pocketbook format, I just changed everything, and I scratched a couple pages that I had already done, and I went straight for the other version. But actually, Clive Danger is the closest I've done to a bande dessinée format.
You mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of. Oh, you got that one? Okay, nice. Yeah,
I got the second print, the magazine size one, which.
Right.
Oh, you put out it in a bigger size, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because originally the first size was half pages, so it was more of a landscape book. So you have two tiers per page, and I did that for the kind of spy comic reveal type thing. Ooh. And then in the re-release, I decided to go classic BD 4-tier pages.
Do you have that other version that's still available?
No, that one sold out. That's why I reprinted it.
Johnny loves landscape comics.
Oh, really?
You're talking his language now.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it was essentially this book. It was 8x6.
Okay.
And yeah, you just get each page was a reveal of different things, and it worked well with the storytelling. I think for the actual spy story. Who knows? Maybe I'll go back and print.
Cool. So is Lightman going to be in the Zuperhero Presents universe, or is he going to be kind of on his own, kind of like Clive Danger?
I think it's going to be a one-off, kind of a Clive Danger, yeah.
The plan is to make it in Italian, but are you going to translate it to English, or is it just going to be Italian?
Well, I enjoy alienating my readers, so probably I'm going to keep it in
Italian.
But
you're going to have Google Translate out.
Google Lens, yeah, exactly. But no, I'll probably have a little translation. A little. I like to include little pocket translations in there, just a little transcript. I did that with issue 8.5 of Steel Streets.
Okay.
In that book, that was my. Do I have it? Yeah, I can show you guys here. So this is issue 8.5. So this is issue 8.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And then issue 8.5, it just kind of bursts through. It's like kind of an in-between story. And this was my ode to manga. And so what I did was, when you open the book, there's a big disclaimer that says to wait, because you have to actually close the book and read it manga style. And it'll go this way. However, what I decided to do is make some portions that are only in Japanese.
There you go.
And so it comes with a little transcript, a BMR official transcript of the events that transpired in this. So I want to do that with Lightman too, where it kind of, you get a little, English translation of the tragic Italian poetry, the operatic phrases.
No, I have a pitch for you. You're a musician.
Yeah.
and you make comics and you like making these small sizes.
Yeah.
So make a comic that's the size of like a 7-inch.
Mm-hmm.
Make a 7-inch with 2 songs, and make the comic that goes with a song, and sell that together.
Like a
Where
CD.
the back, yeah, but it's a 7-inch vinyl.
Right. Oh my god!
And
And the
that's
vinyl
comic.
is
And
the
then it's
audiobook.
you make the music, you make the
Yeah.
comic. It comes with a little 7-inch vinyl that slides
Oh
into
my
a
god!
pocket.
Oh my god!
You got to do this, Maddie.
I think so. I think it's done. It's written. Oh dear. Well, yeah. Well, now I have to, because it's going to
And
be
now you can flex your musical skills as well.
right.
You know,
Yeah, there you go.
and incorporate it into your comics at the same time.
I'll do my voiceover acting. It'll be
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's all the plan. I've always wanted to do a immersive audiobook read along
That
kind
would
of
be kinda
thing.
cool with the voices and everything.
Yeah, where
like when you're a kid, those books where
Yeah,
Audio
exactly.
dramas, yeah.
Yes.
exactly.
Man,
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah.
awesome. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think
you need bigger than a 7-inch though, right?
yeah, I think it would be a digital.
Digital?
It would be SoundCloud.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but for sure, yeah. I love splicing. I think that's the one aspect of comic books that I'm annoyed that it doesn't have, is music.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, it has everything else that every other medium has in terms of movement and emotion and everything. But if you could only open a page and have it have like this big epic thing, I think that'd be wonderful. Which they make Hallmark cards that when you open it, it has a sound. So I'm sure there's.
Yeah, I think it's pretty limited though to what they can do with that little chip. Yeah.
But not impossible.
You can do like a theme song for each book. So when you open that first page, it's like
yeah.
a theme song for Steel Street. So it's the Steel Street's theme.
Exactly. Yeah.
Punk Slim. You open
Absolutely,
it up, it's their
yeah.
theme song, kind of like the
Yeah.
Hallmark cards, like that little. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
Oh, there's two. This turned into a think tank.
Yeah.
This is great.
Well, I mean, I've been following you for a while and know a little bit about you from listening to interviews and stuff like that. So I was like, and I know you're multilingual as well, so that's why.
Right.
And you like learning language. That's why you started doing your Italian book.
Yeah.
But the main goal was to kind of teach yourself Italian at the same time, right?
For sure. Yeah. For sure. I've always loved the language, and I thought, why not? I got the comics because I figured it's a great way to learn a language, because you have contexts with every thought balloon. You can kind of follow along. It's like watching a movie in Italian.
Yeah.
And
So you actually bought a bunch of the old pocket books and stuff, so you could do.
I did.
Stuff. Okay, cool.
I did. I bought this called Zora, like the witch. They're all like erotic little stories. Very strange, but great to learn Italian.
Yeah,
I think
that's Euro Comics.
Euro Comics has classy.
Yeah,
erotic
yeah, for
comics.
sure. Yeah, it's classy.
It's classy stuff. Yeah,
Right.
Like
Right.
A little more than here.
stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of classy erotica,
Oh god.
let's
never.
let's jump in. Well, it's not really erotic,
Talk
but
about
you know.
green screen yoga pants, man.
Yes.
Which actually had me laughing harder than the actual first part of the book. And I thought that they were just like green leggings the whole time. Like that was one of the funniest visual gags I've come.
Oh, good. Oh, great.
I just knew the title. I knew nothing else.
Right.
Thief. We're talking about Pussy Thief. And I was like, Johnny, man, this I don't know if this is going to be like
your newest release too, right? This just
it just came out.
I was like, I don't know if it's going to be an exploitation type thing.
Right.
I knew nothing about it. I just Pussy Thief. It sounded, and then Johnny got his order, and I've been busy, so I hadn't. He's like, "Did you read it? I was like, "No, I didn't go buy it yet."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh man." So last night he texted me again. So did you read? He's asked me like 3 or 4 times. So I finally read it last night. Was it the night before? Anyway, 2 nights ago. And I was like, it was good, man. It was not what I thought it was gonna be at all.
Me neither, man.
Yeah. So basically, it's another kind of parody comic, kind of hinting at Catwoman and Batman, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So
it was
great.
The experimental book,
Your coloring
it's
was
fantastic.
in it. Yeah, like
thank you.
Your coloring was really good. Like,
Thank you.
Like, and you got a few things in there too, kind of a little bit of the what is that theater where they sit and watch cheesy movies?
Oh, like I don't know what it's called. Yeah. I know what you're talking
Science
about.
Theater
Yeah,
3000
yeah.
or whatever. So you get that kind of feel with the crowd in it too, you know? Yeah, with the silhouette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
It was good. There's a lot of layers to it for the jokes.
Yeah, my goal was to just make it confusing, and so you'd read these word balloons that were out of context. You'd be like, "What is going on here?" And then you get the big reveal. That was my.
But this is what I was talking to Johnny about.
Right.
I love the way you do the twist. Yeah, because you make your twist, but you don't make it so out there that no one like. You don't make it impossible to figure out. If someone's reading, like
Creep, sneak, kill.
Right.
As I'm reading it, like I said,
right,
there was something off with the
right.
the lettering. You're like, oh, it's all kind of weird. Then some of the faces are like pixelated, so you're like, you know, something is off.
Right.
You don't make it so subtle that people don't catch it, right?
Right.
You make it obvious enough so that people can enjoy it, and then when the reel's there, they go like, oh yeah. So then you go back. And like, yeah, I was right. There was something wrong, you know?
Because I want the reader to be part of the fun, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to trick, you know?
Yeah. And with Pussy Thief, that first one you see it. What is it? I think posts in theater or something.
Oh,
and they're really heavy blacks, right? It kind of frames the whole page. Yeah, and it's really heavy blacks. As opposed to that muted black, like so then there's something that's more, you know, more real or more, you know, like so it makes you like, okay, what the story is, spoilers,
right?
The film, and that the high contrast, the heavy blacks is the reality, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it I
loved it. It was great. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Oh, good. I'm glad it came across. It's an experimental book in terms of how, you know, that kind of storytelling, and because also I wanted the actual story to sort of end up in this kind of you know, like I want you to read the actual story of it and be like, what is this? What is going on here? You know.
Well, and then I would like an actual Pussy Thief comic too, to tell you the truth.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love the fact that, you know, she talks.
Oh yeah,
that was great. I love all these books, you know, where they have a gun that talks to them, or this weird interaction between them and you know, and it was just, I mean, come on, that page when I was like, you got me.
Yeah,
you got me so good. I was like, I was not expecting that at all. I was like, all right.
Oh, good.
The big black bush just on that turn page. It's like,
you know, I try to.
One of my other favorite comics has a big black bush in it too. So,
really?
So you know how to reel me in.
I am an artist after all, an artiste, some would say.
Yeah.
Well, and if it wasn't that, it would probably also be with Martin, man, using your favorite word too, Joe.
Yes.
I love how I didn't say I called you a cunt.
I didn't call you a runt. Yeah.
Oh yeah, as a Canadian, I hope you enjoyed all my Canadianisms there.
Yeah, a little bit of a strange brew vibe going on, you know. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. The Martin Mann comic. Your bootlegs are great. I love them. Like your parody comics. Yeah, they're.
Sure.
I think you just like your comics are fun, and I think that's what draws me to them. Right. I mean, they do have, like, let's say Sneak Creep Kill does have a serious story to it.
Right.
But the way you deliver it's so much, the story, the way it's delivered is fun.
Oh, cool.
You know, you take something serious, but you deliver it in a really fun way that's fun to read.
That's great.
You present it to the reader in a way that's just, it's a page turner, man. Like, you can't help it. Yeah.
That's amazing. So. Yeah, because for Martin Mann, the same thing. I still wanted to give, because I've read parody books that are kind of, you know, it's just the gag after gag after gag, but I still want it to be a little, like, I want you to feel bad for the Martin Mann when he's laying in the snow, all sad, you know, and he gets shit on. You know, you feel bad for him a little bit. But has to be a little emotion.
He does bring it on in himself, though. A little bit. You're like, you feel bad for him till he opens his mouth again.
Exactly. But and we all have friends like that, you know.
True.
We all have that friend.
I'm afraid I'm that friend sometimes.
Yeah, if you don't have that friend, you are that friend.
Yeah. Wait, I don't have a friend like that. That means you are that friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Oh, and I mean, like we were talking before, and it's true. The progression of your work is like you could see it from book to book. Like those splash pages from Martin Man. And just I love the way you drew his face and all those like the eyes and everything.
Yeah.
It's just great. I mean, and like the pudgy looking face, like he's been beat up like a million times. And yeah, you really feel it. Like,
oh, that's good. Okay, I'm glad.
Yeah, the worn, like battered guy, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I wanted it to be a sort of I want you to feel the pages. It's not necessarily about the anatomy and stuff like that. It's just about if you can feel it, then I think that's the important part of a comic book for sure. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, and what was I gonna say? I forget now. There's something about it. Oh yeah, Martin Man and Pussy Thief came out in very short succession. Those two comics, right?
Monthly.
They're a month apart, eh?
Yeah. And this.
Then the Punk Slim also came out.
I think
same time, issue 2, I believe.
Absolutely.
Not too long, right around. Yeah, so
I think January was Creep Sneak Kill. February was Punk Slim 2. February, March was Martin Man. April was Pussy Thief. And then May and June is going to be the two-parter of June is coming out the 2 books of Steel Streets. Yeah. So I'm trying to keep to a kind of monthly release type thing. That's just to see if I can manage it, that kind of thing. Just to get, I like monthly books. I think they're fun.
And you're still planning on putting out Lightman this year?
It could be. I mean, I kind of took a pause because I realized I needed to really get to work on Steel Streets. But Lightman is one of those books that I like to visit when I'm feeling existential. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So the less I work on it, the better I'm doing. So if you never see it, that means great.
Things are going great in your life.
Exactly. That means I'm having if it comes out next month, then please check on me.
If Lightman turns into an ongoing series,
exactly. Then oof.
People better be reaching out to you on a regular basis.
No, it's there's
Monkey Paw Beer. Is this something that you guys are actually going to be putting into the world, or is it just something cool that you guys came up with?
This was Johnny. I asked him to do this was the first thing that Jonathan ever contributed to the Zuperhero world, where I just asked him to do an ad, and he came up with this all on his own. It's an ad for a random drink and everything. And then after that, I think we did Lightwood together. Lightwood was I forgot what you call it, Exquisite Corpse comic, where this idea is that one artist starts, and then another artist comes on and continues the story.
Okay. And
so Jonathan started with this with 4 pages. Another artist friend of ours did 4 more pages. I did 4 pages, and then another artist did 4 pages. The other 2 artists are John Kaiser Knight and Kenny Wong.
Okay.
And we had this little anthology called Lightwood. That was a fun, 20 odd page book.
Is that available on the site?
Should be. Yeah, I think so. Cool. I need to check, but if not, then it will be, because it should be.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
It's a fun little exercise. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Sewer Boys.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Kind of same idea. Yeah.
Yeah, just continuing it on and
with different artists. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a funny thing as an artist, because you get kind of Jonathan started out with a very medieval-esque story, and the other person continued it, but I didn't quite feel like drawing that, and so my part of the story, I had them wake up and they were actually somewhere else, Yeah. And so you just gotta derail it however you want. Which is fun.
You just continue the story as well, not just draw it. Like
you continue it. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. It's almost like a broken telephone kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll see what the consistency is between
where it starts and where it ends, and find out like how.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's cool.
great. That's fun. It's fun.
I'll have to check that one out. That sounds really interesting. Yeah.
That's what started our working relationship, Jonathan and I.
Okay. Cool.
Which is cool. Yeah.
Cool. Speaking of that, how's it working with like writing for someone? How's that been, the collaboration?
Oh, I love it. Because I like to like, as an artist, I understand that it's important to give artists leeway and let them express the story kind of how they see fit, you know? So whenever I start with an artist, I always ask what they feel like drawing in terms of story and stuff. And then I'll write a story kind of catering to that. And my scripts are extremely loose in the sense that I'll say, so-and-so does this, and then he ends up there. And that's all I say. And then it's up to the artist to kind of make the whole page. It's very Marvel method in a way. Okay. And then afterwards, I'll get into a Stan Lee mode, and I'll pop in all the word balloons, and I'll start. But I love writing for other people, because I love writing it, sending it to them, and then getting something either completely different or exactly what I imagined, or because I'm thinking about it visually myself. And so whatever I get will never be exactly what I would have done, which is fantastic. I enjoy it.
Okay. Yeah. And the artist on Creep Sneak Kill, Duffville, how did you meet her?
I met her just through the con circuit.
Okay.
Through the con circuit, and then we became friends, and I loved her art. I love her sensibility. It was really great. And so we were talking one time, and I wanted her to do a full issue, just to kind of get the ball rolling. And I asked her what she wanted to draw, and she was like, I want to do X-Men. And I was like, I got it. I got you. I'll do it. But we could get her on too to talk about the Creep Snake Hill at some point.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It's still like one of my tops of your books, man. I really, really enjoy it.
Yeah, I loved that book. It's great. It was a lot of fun to do. A lot of fun to color her work too. It was a great concept too, because she was someone that was more involved in the art, in the story process. She was really interested in getting to know. She's like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing? Oh, is this going to happen? And she was more into it, and so it was a fun way to actually work.
So it was really collaborative. The two
for sure
working together.
Yeah, and it was kind of the thing. But I also like to keep some things close to the vest because I like reveals, you know. And so, And so I didn't have dialogue for it, and so by the time she got the book again, she was like, I didn't expect them to talk like this. And it was great. It was a fun surprise for her.
Did she expect Sammy to be skateboarding around listening to Goo Goo Dolls?
No, that was my
surprise to everybody.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, he's trying to be cool, but Iris, it hits you hard. Yeah.
We're getting close to the hour mark. So speaking of cons,
yes.
Do you have anything you want to plug? Like any events coming up where people can meet you, buy your stuff, get their stuff signed?
I'm going to be at Heroes Con this year in North Carolina on I think from the 19th to the 20th to the 22nd, I think. And I'll be there at Indie Island. And I'll be slinging everything. Hopefully, Steel Streets 10, I'll get it back from the printers in time, so I'll debut it there. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, in terms of work, I have Steel Streets 10 parts 1 and 2 coming out this month, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I have yet to keep track of.
So that issue 10, just to be clear, is it one book or is it two?
It's going to be 2 books.
2 separate. Okay, so it's not like a double issue. It's going to be 2 separate books.
And
instead of doing. Sorry?
It's the second time you've done it too, right? You did it with issue 8 as well, right?
Well, issue 8 was 1, and then I did issue 8.5.
Okay.
Which was a separate Japanese, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. This one I wanted to give more pages just to kind of talk about the story a little more. Mm-hmm. And so it was either I do 84 page book or do 2 books where I can also have the wraparound covers and kind of have it a nice, because I did want people to buy them and then lay them out and then have a nice little image, you know. Mm-hmm. So it's one issue, 2 books.
2 books. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Just making
sure. I could have done something logical, which is issue 10 and 11, and then it's just the story part 1 and part 2. But why wouldn't I? Why would I make it easy? I'll just do. It's 1 issue, 12. It's Steel Street says 10 issues and 12 books. So
there you go.
And some serious shit's going to go down in this issue. Like you've been advertising that someone's going to die. One of the main characters is going to
die. I know.
With us after these issues drop.
Yeah. So. And in the Zuperverse, they state that
They stay dead.
They stay dead.
Well, we'll talk again in the future. We'll
Exactly. Bring it back. When it turns out
we have it on.
I take it back. I take it back. He's alive. Everyone's alive. No one dies. Please. Oh God.
Yeah. Well, when you have control of your own material, then it's easier to do.
Sure. There's always time travel.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you touch on that slightly with Punk Slim and all that, right? Time is kind of with the portal.
Yeah, there's time and space. It's kind of
it mishmashes things. Like that was great. Like the mishmash, the movies and the albums and stuff. John and I got a good kick out of that. Yeah,
fun, great.
Yeah,
I'm always happy when people get the jokes that I put in because because I make myself laugh, but but I'm glad it translates. Yeah.
Sequential's the digging your stuff. He said he's gonna get cool. He I don't know if he's homeless or he's just couch surfing. He said you inspired him to get a mailing address now, so he can buy your stuff.
he left a message on one of our older videos, like his apartment building isn't trustworthy with like leaving packages. So
so he needs to find it. Okay, he's got the what do you call them? Pirates, whatever, the ones who steal packages.
Sure.
Yeah. Porch pirates.
That's what you can always get the go to the local comic shop and request it there, and then it'll be safe.
Oh,
really?
That's true. I mean, you have because you have a retailer. I
have a wholesale page on my website where retailers can order directly on the site and kind of get all the books delivered seamlessly. And we're in shops all around. I mean, there's some even in Canada that have gotten the work like sprinkled in, but mostly in the U.S. There's, in Alabama and Georgia and all sorts of places. Yeah.
But I mean, I think that your price point is very fair for your work. I think that
thanks.
I had no problem. Like as soon as I got really interested, and then Joe sent me Punk Slim first, and then I read Creep Sneak Kill as soon as he sent it to me. I was blown away. And then I went on Instagram and I saw the shape of the books, and that's what really, really energized me into getting into you. Once I kind of saw the kind of motif you're going for. I really like it. I kind of really think that it's a neat way to get back into the spirit of comic books. A couple other guys I know are kind of doing books like that too, like Wesley Griffith, and there's a couple other.
For sure, Wesley's great.
Rocking the mini comics, you know what I mean? Rocking the
big time, yeah.
Just the back to basics. We're doing, superhero stories. It's going to get involved, but we're not going to try to,
make comics fun. I want people to take my books and kind of put them in their pockets. You know what I mean? Carry it with you. Take the train with them and just kind of. Absolutely. Yeah.
Sequential's wondering, are you from New York? And the answer would be yes.
Yeah, I'm in New York. Yeah.
I think is it Brooklyn?
Brooklyn, yeah. Exactly.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Brooklyn. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just seeing the chat here.
Yeah.
To the original comic shop, Mysterious Time Machine. Oh yeah, Rogers Time Machine, right? Yeah. Yeah, I remember that shop. I don't know if it's still around, but Raj was great. He had a lot of cool stuff. Yeah. But thanks, Johnny. I appreciate that. It's really nice to it's really nice to hear appreciation for the work that you do, and I mean that's where I spend most of my day. So it's nice to actually talk about the work and get into some the nitty gritty of it a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know that I didn't want to just talk to you about your popular books and stuff, and when I saw you had a couple noir books and shit like that, I got really, really excited, and then I went buck wild. I think what really sold it is I saw on Steel Streets is I saw a print you did of Francine, and it says "Go down and smoke."
Yeah,
I was dude, that's badass. I'm gonna get more issues of this.
Nice.
And that's when I buckled down, and then when they got here, they surpassed expectations. I mean, I don't want to sound belittling or anything like that, but I didn't know what to expect, but like
For sure.
even stuff like Zuperhero, the beginning, which like
Right.
you will admit is a little rough, like
Right.
it does what it nails what it's trying to do. It's really funny.
That's great.
What's the store owner's name? Like really needs his own kind of solo book at some
Oh,
point.
Raul.
Raul, yeah.
Yeah,
All the
yeah,
shit he has to put up with.
100%. I mean, Shovel Man,
Yeah.
he gets down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Raul is every bodega guy that I've ever known in my life. That he just wants to just tear shit up. That's it. You know? Absolutely. I got to do Raul origins too.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basically, the format you have, basically, it's legal folded in half, right?
It's slightly bigger than that.
Slightly
Legal,
bigger?
yeah, legal would be
8.5 by 14, so it'd be 8.5 by 7.
Right. This is 6 by 8.
Okay.
Yeah, it's slightly different. Yeah, for sure. It's almost closer to manga, I think, than
Okay.
Yeah, slightly like that. It's a weird size, but I don't know why I chose it, but it just felt right.
Is that a size they offered at the printers, or is that a size you chose?
I chose it. It's a custom size.
So it's particular to Zuper Comics.
Yeah.
Zuperhero Comics.
Yeah, if you ever see books that are 6 by 8 floppies, then they did it the Zuperhero way.
Yeah, that's it. That's your size now. It's going to be known as the Zuper size.
Actually, it's there's a young artist called Morgan Herron who has this book called Frankie Boy Monster.
Yes.
And you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, and he got it printed Zuper size. He told me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, which I thought it was it was amazing.
Cool.
I was like, oh, it's so great. It's like the standard.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a good format. I like the size, and I like the way it's printed too. I kind of like the paper cover. You know what I mean? It
Sure.
feels sturdy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Floppies.
Awesome. So people can go check out all these books at Zuperherocomics.com. You have all the books there. You have you can get them physically. You have most of the issues available digitally as well. If you just want to check out a couple issues and don't want to pay shipping, you can check them out digitally to get a taste.
Absolutely.
And if you see there's stuff you like, then boom, put together a big order so the shipping isn't as cumbersome.
Right.
That's the strategy. That's kind of my strategy. I got a few digitals to get in and see what I like, and then
and then you put in the big one.
Once that flip book's back up, though.
Yeah, that's all you need. I'll get it for you tomorrow.
I'll definitely be putting an order in. Yeah.
Oh, good. I'll get that ready.
Yeah, because I love that comic, the Punk Slim.
Sure.
Oh yeah. And I love the fact that it's a flip book. So I'm very curious to see, because Johnny and I were working on a flip book, so it's something that I'm really curious to check out.
And Mob Top's story is hella funny in it, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
Punk Slims is okay, but like Mob Top is like hilarious.
Yeah. Man.
You each draw one side, right? Jonathan draws one and you draw the other?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He did the Mop Top. I did the Punk Slim version.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. That was fun.
All right. We know you have
unfortunately,
some things you have to get to. So, man, we just love that you stopped in. We'll have to do it again. Maybe invite some of your fellow creators that work with you. And, we can make it a fun show.
I'm planning on getting the rest of Steel Street. So, maybe that'll be fun after I've read issue 10.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely love to have you back on. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're the type of creator we really kind of want to put out there, man.
Hell yeah.
You're doing the good stuff in our opinion. So,
thanks, fellas. Thank you.
So we're gonna be back on Thursday,
Friday,
with
David Lecomte
and
Franz
Fink Inc. Yeah.
For the vein.
The vein. Yeah. And I guess we'll see you guys then. We're gonna go ahead and get off the air so we can let Maddie go. So here we go.
He's a busy man.